Hello and welcome to what's in this week's Oban Times with me, Ellis Butcher.
And me, Kathie Griffiths.
And another week rolls round. We're now nearly in the middle of August. Can you believe it? Well, I've been looking at the news list this week, and I tell you what, there's a lot of very good stuff in the newspaper this week. It's a packed edition. So what have you been up to, Kathie?
Well, I've been talking to an artist called Gabby, who has taken on rather an unusual mission out at Ormaig. So that's the rock art site. It's linked to Kilmartin Castle. And she's got a massive task of painting 250 tree stumps white in the shape of a circle as a nod to the rock art. So that's going to be going on, weather permitting, over the next 10 days. So I've been chatting to her. And also big shout out to all those wonderful shoppers during COVID who've been volunteering the time and efforts to keep people who've had to shield safe by picking up errands and dropping them off. So Mull, after about 1,000 plus shops, has just wound up its scheme, and there's one in Benderloch. I think they've done more than 200 shops for folks. But what they're saying is we're ready to start up again if we're needed. Hopefully not. So so that's been good to chat to those folks. What about you, Ellis?
Well, it's been an interesting week because I've actually been out. I've spoken to two key organisations this week, one of which was Hope Kitchen, which I might mention later, but the other one was the Oban Phoenix Cinema. And of course, that had to close its doors back in March. This is a community-run independent cinema. It was bought out by the community, as people will remember. It had to close for 2 years, and there was this big rescue effort. And of course, a time like COVID has not come at the greatest time for cinema, because you're all sitting next to each other in rows and rows. And it's quite difficult to try and enforce the COVID restrictions there. But nonetheless, Jenny Larney, the manager, has been beaving away behind the background, trying to get the cinema back up in shape. And the expectation is that it should open again later in August. But we've done a big special about it this week in the paper, so make sure you pick up your copy.
I can't wait to get back to the cinema. Can't wait. I love it.
You know, I went in there, of course, and I just thought, yeah, I could do with going to the movies on dare I say the movies, the flicks on a Friday night. It would be it'd be a nice treat that to go back. And she's lining up some really good films as well, apparently, because we're getting to the time of the year as autumn creeps nearer, where a lot of the blockbusters and other films come out. So I think there's going to be quite a packed programme going into the autumn and winter.
They have a good line of independent films, so I've seen some crackers there. Now, talking of films, this could make a movie. This is the story I've been working on.
Is it your life?
My life, it is. No, that'll take more. That'll take, what do you call it? A trilogy? Films? Trilogy of films to try and squeeze in just a portion of my life so far.
15 seasons.
15 seasons. No, this is a good one. There has been sightings of a mystery black cat. The height of an Alsation. 6 foot long from nose to very sort of curvy, sort of long tail with a slight slope in its back. Looked a bit like a puma or a leopard, says the chap who saw it, near the McKelvie Road area of Oban up in the hills. Now, he's seen it twice. Other people have seen it. So we're on the hunt for the black cat. So you can read all about that in the OT. Apparently, a legend of this black cat's been going on in the area for years and years and years, but there have been sightings by quite a few people recently. So we're on to that. So read all about it.
It's an enduring mystery, the mystery of the black cat, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. Are you a believer?
I am a believer because the people I've spoken to are absolutely convinced. And I've just had a quick call from a black cat hunter, not a hunter as in wants to hurt them, but a tracker, if you like, because he's sort of completely taken by the whole stories around them from the borders. So I think he's going to come up and investigate more. So watch this space.
We'll be covering that, I'm sure. We'll be on the track. We'll be on the trail. Kathie will be on the trail of the mystery black cat of Oban.
Yeah, will you come with me?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say I'm too much of a pussycat. Well, as ever, we're always happy to hear from you at the Oban Times. So please stay in touch, tell us your stories, and keep sharing your pictures as well. You can telephone us on 01631 568 000. You can email editor@obantimes.co.uk, or you can message us on Facebook. Don't forget, you can still read all of our stories for free online at the moment, or we would encourage you to, of course, pick up a copy of the OT from supermarkets, newsagents and petrol stations. To get the page-turning digital edition of the Oban Times, you can subscribe now and still get this 3 months for the discounted price of just £4.80. So that's all we've got for this week. Everybody stay safe, wear your mask in the shop, and have a great week. That's goodbye from me, Ellis Butcher.
And goodbye from me, Kathie Griffiths. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, hey.